This is the AI News Flash for July 22nd, 6 a.m. UTC. First up, OpenAI Chief Executive Sam Altman will brief the Trump administration and U.S. lawmakers next week on the company's next generation of AI models. According to Bloomberg, U.S. officials are building a framework to review the safety of frontier AI systems, and that framework is expected to be finished within the next few weeks. Altman's visit lands right at that final stage. Chris Lehane, who leads global public affairs at OpenAI, said, quote, "We think that there's going to be some really interesting capabilities with this model family, particularly as it relates to work and scaling work," end quote. Lehane also argued that the United States needs a more comprehensive national AI strategy to compete with China and to make sure cybersecurity specialists in the US and allied countries can access the newest models. The context is the recent GPT 5.6 release, which rolled out in an unusually controlled way because of national security concerns. Pre-release coordination between government and industry is becoming standard procedure. Second, Siemens announced it will acquire Facto Technologies, a French chip design software company. Facto was founded in 2003 and is based in Grenoble. The privately held firm specializes in automating the creation of system-on-chip designs. Its technology works at the register transfer level, automating chip assembly, design restructuring, and power intent management on a single unified design data. Ankur Gupta, Executive Vice President for the IC portfolio at Siemens EDA, said the deal strengthens the company's ability to help customers automate system-on-chip design creation. The move responds to rising complexity from chiplet-based and configurable architectures where assembling many separate blocks by hand has become slow and error-prone. The purchase price was not disclosed. Third, rights over the data that trains AI models have become a major sticking point in pharmaceutical partnership talks. In the past, a biotech would simply hand its data to a pharma partner and move on. In AI-driven drug discovery, the platform needs continuing access to that data to keep improving the model. Rachel Lane, a senior vice president at Zyra Therapeutics, said, quote, "Those types of deals are not going to fly these days when we're thinking about AI-focused deals," end quote. Chad Diel, who leads legal work at Astellas Pharma, put it bluntly, saying he turns on his out-of-office message when he hears a data deal is coming. Negotiations now cover where the chemistry labs sit, where data is generated, who owns it, and whether it can be fed back into a platform for other projects. The $510 million Merck and Protillion Biosciences deal in June is one example cited. Fourth, a research team at Osaka Metropolitan University has built an autonomous ship navigation system by training AI on the maneuvers of experienced captains. Assistant Professor Takafumi Higaki and colleagues used real operational data from Kobe University's training vessel, Fuke Maru. Instead of coding navigation rules, they trained a diffusion model on human decision-making itself. The test area was Japan's Seto Inland Sea, where traffic is dense and channels are narrow. The AI matched the routes of veteran captains while keeping safe distances, and consistently complied with international collision avoidance regulations. It also picked up local conventions such as keeping to the right within traffic lanes, without ever being explicitly programmed to do so. The results were published in the journal Ocean Engineering on April 21st. The work is aimed at maritime labor shortages and at improving navigational safety. Fifth, the city of Santa Monica, California has moved its AI camera program for bike lane violations into full operation. 7 parking enforcement vehicles carry AI-powered cameras that detect vehicles stopped in bike lanes and capture photos and video documenting the time and location. Every flagged violation is reviewed by a human traffic safety officer before a $93 citation is issued. A 6-week pilot in 2024 generated about 1,700 violations. Since the program restarted in May, it has been running at roughly 150 violations per month. Program leader Trevor Thomas pointed to the limits of manual enforcement, saying it takes time for a human to get out of their car to process the citation. City safety policy is now tied directly to enforcement throughput. That's all for this AI news flash.